What's up, y'all? So this year was my first blade show, and I wanted to just make a little video talking about my experience, the knives I picked up, the knives that I'd carried, and you've already probably seen some of the stuff that I looked at. I released a few different part short form video of all of those, so if you haven't seen those, go check them out. I'll throw up a little supercut of all of those short form videos right here, just so you can kind of take a look at them as they go. But so my trip to Blade Show was very last minute. I found out I was going to be able to go just a couple of days before, so I was very unprepared. I didn't have a budget, and I was going to have to drive around 6 hours up in the morning and then 6 hours back after the show. And that's just the way that I had to do it. So I was up at 3 a.m., made the drive. I was only an hour late and got there, and it was great. I immediately ran into Alex Garland from Outdoors 55. He had said he'd seen my channel. He even said, "Oh yeah, you're the guy who mods the Spydercos," and I was carrying this Delica at the time. I was talking to him a little bit, and it just came up that was trying YouTube and how I enjoy his stuff, and he was a big inspiration for some of the sharpening stuff that I do. And he asked the channel name, so it was cool that he said he had heard of me. That kind of made the whole trip worth it right there, but it got even better. So I went in there knowing I wanted to meet up with a couple of people, most notably Taylor Hardness and Christy on Professional Dad. Met with Taylor, talked to him a little bit. If you're in the community, you probably know him or know of him. What he's doing is really great, doing independent hardness testing and stuff. And I went on to meet up with Christy on Professional Dad. Before that, let's talk about the knives that I picked up. So I wanted to go see Lynch Northwest. They were on one of the top of my list to go see because I've worked with Casey Lynch. He provided these scales and this clip for the mod video for this PM2. This was one of my very popular videos, was doing this mod process on this. So I wanted to show him the knife in person, thank him in person, thank him for working with me. And I also picked up this. This was my main souvenir from Blade Show. I only really had the budget for one knife, and this one just really spoke to me. So this is their Swift 6, and this one is in 10V. So that's kind of like a K390 equivalent. So this, I've been kind of wanting to get more into little pocket fixies, and they've got the best in the pocket sheath carry. And what a special piece. Like, I wanted to get a Blade Show exclusive, something to really remember my first Blade Show. And I love Lynch Northwest, love a good American family company, and that's doing really great stuff that I've worked with before, that I know are great people, and they make great stuff. So I made a couple rounds before I decided on this one, and this is just such an excellent knife. But I'll do a separate full review on all of these. I just kind of wanted to give a quick overview and my experience. Great in the pocket carry option with this sheath. So I got to go over to the Spyderco booth and show them some of my modded knives, and they actually really loved it. They were huge fans of the mods that I were doing, especially the K390. So the guys there were real fans of it. I guess they know how popular it is, I'm sure. Met up with Christy on Professional Dad, and that guy, what a great guy in the knife community, in period. Like, he helped me get started. I was a fan and active on his channel a lot with his lives and commenting on his stuff a lot. And he does his 3 knife challenges, and I was interacting with him a lot early on, and I decided to get started, and he really helped me get off my feet. He shouted me out a lot to his followers, and I think he helped me a lot with my initial growth. So I was really excited to meet up with him, and he continued to help me because we walked around to all the people he knew in the industry and introduced me and said I was great and told them about my channel and all that stuff, and then I was taken off. And I just can't express my gratitude enough for that, and I was really glad to actually meet him in person. I met Sam and Chris with Wyvern Kodiak, got to check out their Gracchus. That was a really cool knife. I think their pre-order just ended on that a few days ago. I hope they did great with that. That is an awesome knife, and it's really cool what they're doing as well. And one of the people that Chris introduced me to was Ice Age Blades, and trying to get into some pocket fixed carries. They really hooked me up with some cool stuff that I'm very grateful for, and I'm gonna give one of these away at least back to you. But we've got the Slim Hunter here. I believe this one is in ABL, so this one is machine ground. These are all fully US made, heat treat materials and everything from Ice Age blades. And I mean, these are just such excellent little fixed blades. I absolutely love these. I've got a MagnaCut version as well, and this one's got the handprint on it, so that means it is hand ground. The gear means it is CNC ground. Which is really cool that they kind of do it both ways and make that distinction. But these things are such high performing slicers. I mean, 11 thousandths behind the edge on this. Good high hardness MagnaCut, not super high. 62, that's high. I mean, we see higher now, but they actually test 62 to 63. He just errs on the side of caution and advertises the lower end of that range. So it could very well be 62, but that is just great for something like this. Just awesome little bird and trout style fixed blade here. Good in the pocket carry, nice sleek. And we've got one of the bigger options. And look at this, got the rock texturing down it, got the awesome handle scales. He also gave me a bunch of interchangeable options. Also had that other little short where I kind of swapped them all out so you can see the different options available for that. But what a great, still relatively small, can be used as like a really good in the pocket or otherwise carry. It's not too big. They're very lightweight. They're skeletonized under here. Tons of different screw and handle options. But again, I'm going to do a full review of these coming up, because I mean, 5.5 thousandths behind the edge, 62 Rockwell MagnaCut. This thing is going to be a beast at slicing. I mean, this is going to be in that MagnaCut. You've got the toughness there, so you don't have to worry so much about that super thin blade stock. But talk about somebody who knows how to, man, that's hand ground too. I mean, that is some precision there. So really awesome guys over at Ice Age Blades. Definitely check them out. But these are the, it's the year of pocket fixed blades, and I'm really glad I was able to get all these and pick all these up and check these out. I met a lot of great people. Right? I met Chris mostly introduced me to everybody because I'm a faceless channel. Nobody recognized me. Oh, hey, it's Knife Pile. But it was really cool. A few people did when I mentioned, like, I didn't really walk around and say, oh, hey, I do YouTube, but like if people saw me recording, they'd ask and I would tell them. And I was surprised at how many people had just heard of the channel, which was really cool to see. I mean, even just the one, just Alex Garland said he had heard of me, but yeah, everybody who said that they'd heard of me and were fans really made my day. So if I think a few people they're subscribed to me, so if I got to meet you, and that was great. It was so cool that people were just interested in that. But looking forward to doing some full reviews on these. I really had a good time showing off some of my modded knives to people. I brought all of the Spydercos that I had been doing the modding on, and kind of just to show people what I do like with my channel. Don't worry, there's more of that coming. I know there's been less of that lately with all the other stuff I have going on, but there will be more of that to come. Don't worry. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about how awesome my first blade show was. Really express my gratitude to Chris, Young Professional Dad, for showing me around, Ice Age Blades for hooking me up with some of their stuff. Really can't wait to test these out and pass one of them along to one of you all. But really can't wait till next year. Gonna definitely be doing 2 days next year. Got to check out so many cool knives. I mean, the people were really the best part. The knives were amazing though. It really kind of breaks your meter on getting to check out so many cool knives that you've never would imagine being able to handle and experience, and that was just such an awesome thing. If you have the opportunity to go to a blade show, I can't suggest it enough. I mean, it was some of the most fun I've ever had. Really cool experience. But thank you for watching.